Okay, I'm going to show you how to dismantle and hot rod a servo motor. Basically taking out the screws to open up the case. Once we get the case open, pull the gears out, set them carefully aside, try to keep them in order and keep the spacers in order and any little other doodads that you find in there. And want to separate the wires from the motor and plate, and then discard all of that if you're not going to use it. I'm not using it, so I don't need it. I only need the little electronic bit inside. I'm removing the old motor wires, removing the potentiometer, because I'm going to be adding in a 10-turn potentiometer. I'll need to remove that to do that. So I found the wiper on the new potentiometer and the full limit one direction and the full limit the other direction to be these, and I will simply solder those onto where I took off the old potentiometer. If you get the wiper endpoints swapped around, the motor will just go one direction and stop, and just switch those two and that'll fix that problem. Yeah, just a quick solder here and move on to the next bit, which is soldering the motor leads back onto the board. I'm choosing black because I guess it made sense to me. I just did a loop of wire so that I can kind of adjust it to the motor in this particular application. I would not suggest doing that if you're going to try to power the thing up, because it'll just blow it up. So I just sticky tape that thing to the side of my acetal block and find the length that I want, cut it, and then solder them onto the motors. Again, if the motor goes the wrong direction, switch the leads and it should go the right direction. Oh, incidentally, if you switch the leads on the motor and then you switch the leads on the potentiometer, it will just go the other direction when told to. And this is the result. You have a well, you'll get approximately, at least I did, on a 10-turn potentiometer, you get approximately 6.5 turns, which is considerably more than you get when you have a regular servo. Anyway, this is how I did it. Now here is the application for the deal. So I'm gonna focus a laser shooting down from there into an aperture which turned on that blind. And I'm going to rotate this knob. Oh, overkill, I know, whatever. And as I rotate it, you can see the blinds are starting to darken the room. It's hard to tell with the camera, but you can not see outside. You can hear the servo still sort of working. It's doing just fine though. Go over here and I take the magnifying glass and unfocus it, and it shuts it off. You can hear that it shut it off, and that's the project.